Hello, guys and dolls. Welcome to Isolation Libations, episode 25. I'm your bartender, Joey Joyce. I'm wearing a strange hat. I'm wearing a Less Than Jake shirt. It's Friday. I got 2 cocktails to make. It's gonna be a weird day, and that's okay. So, as you know, we make cocktails to pair along with Brian Chartrand's Happy Half Hour every weeknight at 5 o'clock on Facebook.com/Brian Chartrand Music. But tonight we have a special, oh so special treat. You get 2 doses of live music. You get his Happy Half Hour live, and then at 8 o'clock you get Live from the Moon. He's joined by the lovely Kim Weston, lovely and talented I must add. She's a great singer. And so I figured, hey, we got 2 live music shows, I gotta do 2 cocktails. So each of these kind of goes, this one's for Brian, this one's for Kim. My man Brian likes whiskey. He's a big old-fashioned Manhattan, Boulevardier, Vieux Carré guy. So we're gonna do a classic Manhattan for him. He likes it on the rocks, so we're doing it on the rocks. My girl Kim, when she's not drinking green chartreuse straight from the bottle, I hear she likes gin. So we're gonna do a classic turn of the last century style dry martini. Now that is actually equal parts gin and dry vermouth, and a couple dashes of orange bitters for good measure in there as well. That may sound weird to some of you, but I promise you it's delicious. You really gotta try it. Just remember, take care of your vermouth. Keep it refrigerated. Use it quickly. If you're not drinking a lot of it, they have half sizes of the Dolan, the 375, and that will work. Keep refrigerated. All right, little about these cocktails. These are pretty original, old school, basic cocktails. Been around forever. Don't mess with a good thing. The Manhattan actually predates the Martini. You can kind of say the Martini actually evolved from the Manhattan. Again, as I say with every classic cocktail, every cocktail in general, pretty much, there's no 100% guaranteed this is where the cocktail was invented. Everyone tends to agree that the Manhattan does indeed come from New York, but beyond that, it could be from the Manhattan Club, it could be from some other bartender, they don't know. But you really see it popping up in print in the 1880s or early 1880s. And basically the same formula. 2 ounces whiskey, 1 ounce vermouth, a couple dashes of bitters, sweet vermouth, and you're rolling. Now the Martini came a little bit later, not too much later. You start seeing it, variations of it around the 1890s. This particular one we're doing is from a recipe from 1906. But that pretty much would have been your standard dry martini. You know, you think about dry martinis now, they mean like no vermouth, which is shameful. Well, this is an equal parts one, but this is about how you would have got it if you ordered a martini in late 1800s or late 1900s. And believe me, it's delicious. So that being said, let's make these cocktails. Let's see if I still have my double stirring skills. I haven't done that for a while. We'll start with the Manhattan. Let's not start with the Manhattan because that's going on ice. Let's start with the Martini. Ladies first anyway, right? So, take the orange bitters using Regan's, rest in peace, Gary Regan. Orange bitters, these are really nice. You can use the Angostura orange, you can use the Fee Brothers orange. Be gentle with them. They are a little strong, and you just want a slight accent. You don't want to overpower it. So I'm actually just going 1 dash, but this is the brand new bottle, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I did 2. They're small. And coming up next, we're gonna do our Dolan dry vermouth, except no substitutes. A nice brand new bottle, so everything is fresh and delicious. We're gonna go 1.5 ounces. Like I've mentioned before, most cocktails that we're gonna be making will build to about 3 ounces to 3.25 to 3.5 ounces. Then plus the dilution ends up coming out about 5.5 ounces of liquid. And I believe this lovely glass is about 5.5 or 6 ounces, so it should fit in there nicely. And then for gin, St. George Spirits Terroir, my love, my favorite gin. It's just like Douglas fir, juniper, like bay laurel. You're walking in the hills in the Bay Area. It's fantastic. I'm not just kissing their butt. I really do love this stuff. And also, when you are making this style of martini, you want a more bold, assertive gin because it could actually be kind of wiped out by the vermouth. So you want to use something a little bit more powerful London Dry, something with a lot of juniper notes. Maybe even like a Plymouth gin would be cool. Something a little higher proof. You could try it with a Navy Strength. Just make sure you're not driving anywhere or have any real important stuff to do, because that will knock you on your butt. But back to the gin. 1.5 ounces. Por favor. And that's it. We obviously will stir it and chill it, but that's it for now. On to the Manhattan. Now, you can easily just do a couple dashes of Angostura bitters and you're good to go. I like to do the 2 dashes Angostura, 2 dashes of orange. So that's what I'm gonna do, because unless somebody helps me, that's very messy, I'm gonna be drinking these both by myself. But I think I can twist my stepdad's arm to help me out. All right, so you got 2 and 2. Try not to get it on your glass. Don't be messy like me, but I'm not a perfectionist. Okay, for our sweet vermouth, Dolan again, but the Dolan Rouge. I chose this one. It's a little bit lighter. It's not as assertive as like Carpano Antica or the Punti Mez that I use a lot. It has a little bit more bitterness to it. For this, I want it a little bit lighter. I want to really make sure I taste the rye whiskey. So I think the Dolan is kind of the way to go. So for this, 1 ounce. How's the music? Can you hear it? It's all right. I like it. Okay, rye whiskey. Gotta be rye. I mean, you can use bourbon again if you like it, but rye, classically for the Manhattan. That spice is gonna cut through the sweet vermouth. I'm using the old Overholt again, the bonded, the 100 proof. It's becoming one of my go-tos. We're going 2 ounces here. Okay, now, do you have your ice ready? You do? Good. So do I. It's over here. It's a very fancy igloo bag. I'm back. I generally don't like to use my hand to cut stuff, but I'm doing it anyway, huh? It's okay. We're here to break rules right now. Ready? Here's another rule breaking. Manhandling that. Okay. So you got your ice in there. A little bit more. I just got these mixing glasses today. Haven't used them yet. Well, let's see how they work. If they go falling off the railing, I'll be very sad. Very, very sad. Now again, I'm watching this Martini. The left is a little clunky. Not as smooth. So the Manhattan again is going, I'm worried about that one. The Manhattan is going on the rocks, so we don't have to stir it as much. In fact, that's probably good. The Martini though, is going to be served up. So you want to give it a little extra chill. You can feel the glass, see if it's cooling off. Feeling pretty good. I got the sun shining on me right now too, so you don't want to over dilute. Get your Hawthorne strainers, or julep strainers if you have. And fill your cups. Groovy. Garnish. You could do an olive. I won't be mad. I prefer lemon. You can do an orange twist too. Obviously with the orange bitters, that works nicely. I've always been a fan of the lemon. So again, expressing that oil. This was a good one. You're good. Wipe that rim. If you feel like it, you could cut it, make it more even, look pretty. I like it rugged and natural. That's weird. Like so. And then the much maligned maraschino cherry is gonna go in there with our Manhattan. And that's it. So classic turn of the last century Martini for Kim. Classic 1880s Manhattan for Mr. Brand Chartrand. So cheers, you two. Kampai. Look forward to hearing the music tonight. Hope you guys make some of these for yourself. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna turn off the camera.